In a sun-dappled meadow, nestled among whispering clover and dancing daisies, lived a little bunny named Fluffy. Fluffy had fur as white as a fluffy cloud, and ears so soft they felt like velvet. But despite his charming looks, Fluffy was the shyest bunny in the whole meadow. Whenever other animals came near, his little pink nose would twitch nervously, and he'd dash back into the safety of his cozy burrow. He wished he could be brave like Barnaby the Badger or clever like Squeaky the Squirrel, but he just felt small. One bright morning, while nibbling on a sweet patch of clover, Fluffy heard a tiny, frantic chirping. It wasn't the happy song of a bird. It sounded like a cry for help. Cautiously, he hopped toward the sound. There, tangled in some thorny brambles near an old oak tree, was a little bluebird with feathers the color of the summer sky. It was flapping its wings desperately, but the more it struggled, the more tangled it became. Fluffy's heart thumped in his chest. His first instinct was to run and hide. The thorns looked sharp and scary. But then he saw the little bird's frightened eyes, and a feeling he had never felt before washed over him, a wave of courage. He took a deep breath and hopped closer. "Don't worry," he whispered, his voice barely a squeak. "I'll help you." Using his strong bunny teeth, Fluffy began to carefully nibble at the thinnest vines of the bramble bush. It was tricky work. The thorns pricked his nose, and the vines were tough, but he didn't give up. He remembered how his mother taught him to chew through thick carrot tops, and he worked patiently, bit by bit. Finally, with a soft snap, the last vine broke, and the little bluebird was free. The bluebird shook its feathers and chirped a song of pure gratitude. "Oh, thank you, brave bunny," it sang. "My name is Sky. You saved me." Fluffy felt a warm glow spread through his chest. He wasn't just shy little Fluffy anymore. He was a hero. Sky circled his head once before flying off, promising to sing a song for him every morning. Feeling prouder than he ever had before, Fluffy decided to take a stroll through the tall grass, something he rarely did. The world seemed brighter now. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, he heard another tiny sound. This time, it was a soft, scared squeak coming from a patch of mushrooms. Hiding underneath the largest one was a tiny field mouse, shivering with fear. "Are you okay?" Fluffy asked, his voice a little stronger this time. The little mouse peeked out. "I'm lost," she whimpered. "My name is Pip, and I can't find my way back to my family's nest under the big willow tree. It's getting dark, and I'm scared of the shadows." Fluffy knew exactly where the big willow tree was. It was far, on the other side of the meadow, and the journey would be long for such a tiny mouse. The old Fluffy would have been too scared to cross the open field in the twilight. But this was the new, brave Fluffy. "Don't you worry, Pip," he said kindly. "You can ride on my back and I'll take you home." Pip's tiny eyes widened with relief. She carefully climbed onto Fluffy's soft, white back, and they set off. Fluffy hopped steadily, his long ears listening for any danger. He guided them past rustling bushes and over bumpy roots. He wasn't scared of the long shadows anymore. He was too focused on keeping his little friend safe. From that day on, Fluffy was still a gentle and quiet bunny. But he was never just shy Fluffy again. He was Fluffy the Brave, a friend to all in the sun-dappled meadow.